Greetings to you, the Goshians and Nigerians at large. I still remain Salami Abiodun, the host for our Laudable program, popularly known as The Politics Today. As on this week, we are having one of parliamentarian executive guests for today. I want you to present, sir.
My name is Gbajabiamila, member House of Representatives.
It's indeed an incredible moment for the good people of Lagos, Nigeria, as he's here to tell us what is obtainable and how he has been representing the good people of Surulere Constituency 1 at the Federal FCT, Abuja. You're welcome once again, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, I basically would like to ask you, how has your experience been being the House representative member representing the good people of Surulere Constituency?
Being a member of House of Representatives, we're talking about other 359 members representing 774 local governments, people with different culture, background, beliefs, coming together under one roof to make decisions. It's like I'm in the midst of Nigerian politics, which makes it's a great experience.
Wow, you've heard from the horse's mouth. Indeed, it has been a great experience for him to be there. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to ask you, what do you understand about the political measures put in place in Surulere? I say, from your own point of view, what do you have to say about this, sir?
Well, if we look back to Surulere politics, the history of Surulere politics, we can see, I'm sure a lot of us would appreciate the growth that we've had, considering what Surulere used to be in Lagos politics. Before now, we're used to having our own people represent us in certain positions, but things have changed, meaning we've also grown politically in the state politics. In my own perspective and in my own measurement, I would say my predecessor, my mentor, my leader, and our leader, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, stand upright and be seen as the major factor in Surulere. Like I always think or say to myself that at least it has about 85 or 90% followership of politicians in Surulere, and for that reason alone, has been able to carry our wants and our needs at the state level, which has helped us to achieve quite a number of things. That's why I've said there's growth. Before now, it wasn't as if we didn't have growth or we didn't have leaders, and we had wonderful leaders of blessed memories that I can't mention all now. But with what we're having today, it's really different. And also, we've also have a leader that is leading from the front, and he has also been able to give to us dividend of democracy. Even the blind can see, the deaf can hear of all the things he has been able to do and still doing through. So, due to that, that's also a lot of constituents and residents of Surulere have been able to know more about our party, able to have more sympathy for the final ranks of our party, but tremendous growth to us.
All right, you've heard from Hebo Hemachar, representing the good people of Surulere Federal Constituency 1, as he said that Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the Chief of Staff to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has indeed led by a good example. As a true leader, he has brought a true and a good dividends of democracy into Surulere and beyond, and he's still ready to do more, and that's the reason why he's also here to also stand to emulate his style of leadership. We are still at the ongoing program popularly known as The Politics Today. I'll be right back after this little commercial break. Stay tuned.
Lofty Barbecue Extravaganza. Get ready for a flavorful explosion. Our menu highlights are barbecue chicken and chips, shawarma, gizzard steaks, and lots more. Our contact address is number 15C at Kiyomi Street off Empire, Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria. For order placement and home delivery, please contact. Come and indulge, because we at Lofty Barbecue are here to satisfy your cravings.
Alright, you're welcome back to our Laudable program, popularly known as The Politics Today. We are still with our executive guests for today. You're highly welcome once again, sir.
Thank you very much.
Can you please tell us your contribution towards the growth and development of your community? Thank you, sir.
I've always been a progressive, always been in the party. A lot of us don't know my first attempt testing was in 2002 to become a councillor in Ward G. And I made 2 attempts to be, I aspired twice for House of Assembly. After that, I became the party chairman before I vied and candidate and won to be House of Representatives representing Surulere. My journey in the last, it's going to be 2 years, February 13th, it will be 2 years that I got sworn in as member of the House of Representatives. To my name right now, I have people's-oriented bills that I'm moving and following up in the House. I have all about 11 or 12 of them. I've gone through different stages. Some I've gone through reporting. I've had public hearings on some. And on getting to the House, I also emerged as the chairman House Committee on Federal Polytechnic and Higher Technical Education. I belong to other committees, say about 12 other committees that I belong to. Navy, Committee on Navy, Committee on Housing, Committee on Student Loan, which I would like to touch on what student loan does, which is NEL Fund, and other committees like that. And I, as the chairman House Committee on Federal Polytechnic, I've held quite a number of in the last 2 years. I'm sure I've done close to like 20 public hearings. Wow. Which all these things take a process. It sounds easy when I say I've done this, I've done that. For you to move, for you to sponsor a bill, you first write to Rules and Business, they check if the bills are not repetition and it is not duplication, or he approves. Now imagine we have 360 members and everybody writes to move a bill. When will it be your turn when we have 365 days in a year and you have 360 members and everybody wants to move a bill, everybody wants to sponsor a bill, everybody wants to move a motion, everybody wants to... So getting to achieve this feat are not easy tasks. I made mention of NEL Fund student loan earlier. I'm a member of the committee. My predecessor, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the 9th Assembly, as the Speaker of the House, vetted student loan, which today is the pride and bride of the present government. And what is student loan all about? NEL Fund is about giving loans to students in tertiary institutions, to giving loans to them for their tuition fee and giving them stipends monthly for education. Quite a number of our people, most especially in the southwest here and maybe Lagos, and to narrow down to Surulere, are not taking advantage of this product that is being available to them from the government. And you can also check their website and see the total number of students and total number of monies that's being given out. It is real. Wow. They give out money, it is real, but you have to apply. They won't use it to beg you. You have to apply. In terms of things that I've done, my achievement of a parliamentarian is not about constituency outreach. Constituency outreach meaning what he has brought in to his local government that is physical, that you can see everything. You talk about what are activities in the house, what are the things that you've been able to do, how many bills have you been able to do, how many things have you been able to sponsor or support that has been, but the ones that is physical that we can see. Personally, in the last 2 years, I've been able to bring into the constituency block of primary school 6 classrooms with toilet facilities both for male and female and fully furnished to Surulere Primary School at Clegg. We've done a road in Ward G2, Augusto Close, that was tied with street lights and drainage. We've bought in over hundreds of solar street lights distributed to different streets, nooks and corners. Most of these things we've been able to achieve. We're working with the CDC, that we formed a technical team with them to identify some of the things that they need in their neighborhood So based on what they gave to us, are things that we are working with that will please them. My predecessor had done so much in terms of infrastructure. What we are doing is complementing what Right Honorable Gbajabiamila has done. Some of the street lights that we brought in are probably maybe in one street or the other we did replacement or we filled in the gap. So you find out that maybe in a street that there's an existing street light, maybe they had 10 before, all of a sudden you see that it has increased to 15. We're the one doing all that.
Wow.
And it cuts across all of us really. The major outreach that we did, which we tagged back to school, we've given out over 400 laptops, not just to students alone. We gave to people to improve their skill acquisition on desktop and laptops, over 400. We gave school bags and school materials consisting of exercise book and writing material and different school products we gave out to different schools and students. The exercise book that we gave, what was fascinating about it to me personally, our normal exercise book comes with multiplier table and state and this. No, we made it different.
Wow.
This time around, as far as politics 101.
Wow.
That's the 3 tiers being executive, legislature, and judiciary. People that have headed this before in the past president, past Lagos state government. Those were the things that we put in this exercise. But some of us can't even tell the difference between a House of Rep and a House of Assembly. So some of these explanations were put into this book.
Wow.
We've done boreholes, solar boreholes, not our normal boreholes that we give students grants to at all levels of, from primary to tertiary. We've sponsored constituents doing professional exams like ICANN, CITN, and the likes. Quite a number of them. We came up with a program tagged Fitness with FAL, which is done quarterly. We started last year and we did 4 editions last year. Well, our first one that we did, we started with about 400 people. And how do we measure this? It's by the number of t-shirts that was given out. In the last edition, we had a medical outreach out there. I also still have the time to create mentorship for constituents, from toddlers, and believe me, from toddlers to working class people. I still have time to sit down with them and talk. There's something peculiar about my situation, and what is it? I came into office by election, and I go into office. It's going to be 2 years, February 13. By the time I go into the house, the budget for 2025, I didn't have inclusion in it, so to say. Though I was able to muzzle up a few things here and there, I can tell you something that was given to my colleagues, members, 2023, when I was not there. I was able to muzzle around it, running, and I'm still in the process of still getting it. 2025, yes, there was, I'm sure we all heard that all house members were given 1 billion naira.
Yeah.
A lot of us mistook it for that. They gave us 1 billion naira cash. No. They gave us the grace to be able to bring 1 billion naira worth of projects into our constituency. I forward like that was not giving one. We were giving budgets worth 1 billion naira. And as I speak till today, we are in 2026. It is yet to be financed. So meaning that 2025 budget that I had the opportunity to get included is yet to be financed. But the major thing that I'm doing in Surulere, I noticed that we do have a centralized computer-based center facility. I've facilitated that a 500-seater capacity should be built in Surulere, which will be situated on Eric Moore Road inside Government College. And it's going to be not just a computer-based test center, it will also have an IT hub and other innovation hub. So it's going to be a big project, right, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, that has done close to 100% infrastructure in Surulere. So where I should focus on is the human development for people to be able to utilize all what has been done. Of course, and like I said, for places that we need to fill in the gaps in terms of infrastructures and all those two are being looked into. Like I said, on top of my head is what I'm picking. I've done, but sure, in due course, we could still roll out more things.
Thank you so much. Indeed, you've spoken well. And this week we are having one of our illustrious, productive man that is full of tenacity and doggedness on our program in person of Honorable Fuad Kayode Laguda, FKL. Thank you so much, sir. And the last but not the least, we'd like you to just advise the youth, especially in the areas of drugs and education. Thank you, sir.
Education is key. The world is becoming global. Like I said, I'm the chairman, House Committee on Federal Polytechnic and Higher Technical Education. The higher technical education unit has to do more with skill acquisition, which is now becoming something that is even has its own degree. There are stages you go through that you can use it to apply for jobs globally. Wow. That you even get more paid than white collar job. Wow. You know, there's white collar, there's blue collar, there's gray collar.
Absolutely, sir.
So informal education, the skill acquisition should also be looked into, not just for the youth, but just for everybody. Whatever you can do with your hands goes a long way. Drugs. It's a big menace to our society. And we shouldn't turn a blind eye or turn our back at it, or lie to ourselves that it does not live within us. If you want to know how bad it is, pay a visit to psychiatric hospital Yaba. Most of the homes and correctional homes now are filled. And it's not just for boys, it's not filled up of boys alone, but boys and girls. Even the older ones. So drugs is deep within our society. We shouldn't just talk about the people taking it. We should also talk about the people selling it and trading it. It's a community project. It's not just for one person. We all need to be an advocate to say no to drugs. I use this medium to say no to drugs. When you see someone starting it, speak out. Don't look away. Save a soul.
We've heard from the Aussie Smile. Indeed, it has been an incredible moment with our MHR for this week in person of Honorable Fuad Kayode Laguda, FKL, MHR, representing the good people of Surulere at the House of Representatives in FCT Abuja, and is indeed doing well and representing the good people of Surulere, and is emulating the style of leadership of the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, because he's indeed complementing all of the work the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila has been doing from onset till date, and is also ready to do more. To whom much is given, much is expected, and that's the reason why you ought to ensure that whichever things you do today, you need to think about tomorrow, because preparation will always meet up with opportunity, and that's the reason why you need to prepare yourself so solidly today because of what is coming for you in the future. Say no to drugs and always ensure that you focus on whichever things you are doing. Do not think about what the nation can do for you. Always think about what you can do that the nation will benefit so richly from. Nigeria will be greater again. Until we meet same time next week Wednesday, I still remain your host, Salami Abiodun. Stay tuned.
To you by Mike on TV. For more inquiries, please contact